You may be wondering what the difference is between the iPhone XS, the XS Max and the XR. Well, that's what this video is all about. The iPhone XS and XS Max have the same screen technology, OLED, and they have the same clarity or sharpness too, 458 pixels per inch, which is really sharp. They also have 3D touch, so you've got pressure sensitivity in the screen, and they're HDR10 compliant, so they can showcase a wider tonal range when watching video. With the XS clocking in at 5.8 inches and the XS Max clocking in at 6.5 inches, the XR sits in the middle, 6.1 inches. It's also a little bit less sharp, 326 pixels per inch, and has LCD technology, so it won't be quite as deep and dark in the blacks, but Apple still makes excellent LCD panels. Also of note, you're missing HDR and 3D touch support in the XR. All three phones have a notch which houses your Face ID technology. All of them have a 7 megapixel camera and all of the sensors to let you securely sign in and indeed pay with Face ID, supporting things like Apple Pay, and there are no fingerprint scanners on any of these phones. They also all have the same brains, the Apple A12 Bionic chipset, and that means better gaming, and you're also going to get better day-to-day performance as well. They all have glass backs and support wireless charging, but when it comes to water resistance, there's an ever so slight difference. The iPhone XS and XS Max can be submerged for 30 minutes in 2 meters of water, whereas the iPhone XR can be submerged for 30 minutes in 1 meter of water. The main camera on all three devices is identical, 12 megapixels with an f1.8 aperture optically image stabilized lens. There are also 1.4 micron pixels too, and Smart HDR, which is HDR technology that can overexpose and underexpose and squish it all into a single shot in a second, but not just one shot. Apple claims it takes 4 shots and figures out the best of the bunch by merging elements from all of them. What differentiates the XS from the XR is the fact on the XS series you've got a second camera. It's a 2x zoom camera to get you closer to the action, f2.4, and it's also optically image stabilized, so it's really going to be great for video and for anyone who likes to zoom in a little bit without losing detail. All three phones can go up to 4K when recording video too. When it comes to the sensors, gyroscopes, accelerometers, etc., they're all very similar. In fact, one of the only things that was different was the fact that the XS series can give you gigabit LTE, so just get you that little bit faster internet when you're out and about. As far as quoted battery life goes, the XR actually wins here. It's going to give you 16-hour screen on time versus around 15 hours on the XS Max and 14 hours on the XS. Storage options across all three are similar. They start at 64 gigabytes, but while the XS series goes up to 256 gigabytes and 512, the XR series is 128 gigabytes and maxes out at 256 gigabytes. And finally, the factor that's probably going to influence your buying decision more than any other, price. The iPhone XR starts at $749, whereas the iPhone XS starts at $999. By comparison to the XS Max, which starts at a whopping $1,099. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, found it useful, and know the difference between the 3 new iPhones. For more on all three and for your local pricing, visit techradar.com. Thanks for watching.